Did a new Cherubi form just leak on the internet right here? Tough to say. With over 1,300 upvotes on Reddit, I'm gonna write this one off as fake as well, but it's definitely pretty convincing. We've got a lot to talk about today, from the Chinese Riddler and much more, breaking down everything Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. What do you think of this Cherubi? Let's dive in. So first things first, Cherubi and other outlets have announced that the official artwork for Pokemon 2022 World Championship has been revealed. It's very clean. It's got the Roserade, the little Pikachu. You've got the different starters, of course. Sinistea making the cover, Morpeko, and Stony J, Stonejourner. If you remember, this was actually supposed to take place many years ago, but the pandemic kind of messed things up, and as a result, it is now this summer in August. So if you're going to the World Championship, I hope you have a great time. I will not be going, for those who don't know. My son is due to be born next week, so I'm not doing any traveling anytime soon. And as a result of that, I may, not be as active on YouTube for, a week or two, as, I'll be taking care of my newborn son. So there you go. I don't know how much you guys care about Pokemon Unite, but I follow it every single day. I really like it. They just leaked the 2 newest characters that are coming out, Buzzwole as an all-arounder, Glaceon as an attacker. We just got Espeon like a few weeks ago as an attacker, so I thought that was kind of weird. And Buzzwole had been rumored as an all-arounder for a while now. But from the data mines, we have their models as per El Chico Eevee here. So if you're someone who's playing Unite, I expect some sort of a big celebration for the 1-year anniversary, which is coming up really soon, I think. IBPUEZ actually reports on this trademark bot from Twitter that Nintendo and Game Freak registered a 3D Pikachu as a trademark under the game category, which is pretty interesting stuff here. Now, obviously, Pokemon has a ton of different trademarks, and oftentimes these don't really mean anything, but they did file for a 3D trademark earlier this month for Class 9, Class 25, and Class 28, which is electronic games, clothing, and then game tools. So we'll have to wait and see what this ends up being, if anything at all. It's just interesting that they choose to trademark specifically 3D Pikachu now. Maybe there's some sort of a new game that features 3D Pikachu. All right, now we're gonna get to some kind of weird stuff, and this is where the Zodiac Cooler comes in. My man Riddler Ku, of course, our primary leaker from the Chinese community, and he makes this post. And I'm gonna just, before I put the post on the screen, just remember, I'm just reporting the news here, guys, okay? So we're gonna approach this topic lightly, and we're gonna try to cover it as per the Pokemon riddles and rumors. So he says, a hardcore queen means a girl with a D-I beep K. I'm serious, trust me. LOL. Really looking forward to reactions when you see it one day. And obviously we're gonna we're gonna turn our focus to SoulSilver, who is our leak analyst who dives into these things, and they make a really interesting comment saying, Ku almost always just says the vulgar word. Why did they choose to censor this particular word right now when normally, he would just say it? And in fact, Ku has actually said that word in other tweets. So very interesting they chose to censor that particular word. So, of course, SoulSilver and the community decided to see what other words kind of fit with this, with just a, kind of the third letter beeped out. And a dirk is a long dagger with a straight blade to stab with a dirk, a kind of dagger or poniard formerly used by the Scottish Highlander. So, also there's disc and dink. So we'll have to wait and see kind of if that turns into something, if this was actually kind of a mystery word or whatever it may be. But SoulSilver also points out a couple different characters from franchises, including Reshiram, which have an interesting situation going on there. So listen, at the end of the day, I don't know what to make of this. I'm not gonna look too crazy into this, but at the end of the day, this is what the Riddler is saying. And it's funny, someone tagged me in this yesterday and they're like, I wonder how A-Drop's gonna report on this. This is how I'm gonna report on it. I'm doing my absolute best right now. I don't know what to make of this. I don't even know. I have no words other than what I have. But we have some really interesting stuff as well. SoulSilver doing the work of the community, my friends, actually does a nice little image breakdown of all the Riddler's posts that we've had so far, and kind of some of the summaries we have. And alongside this, there is a bit of, kind of assumptions made, but nonetheless, let's take a look. So we've got Sprigatito, obviously has a middle evolution, and then evolves into what we're expecting to be, this is actually a Braixen Sprigatito crossover, but it's bipedal is what the thought is right now. Fuecoco, We know, and obviously dark and grass typing. Fuecoco we know is gonna evolve into fire and ghost. He actually chooses to not put it here, but we're thinking that there may be some sort of a rooster motif going on with at least the hair. Giant crocodile, something in that regard. And then Quaxley we know is gonna be water and fighting type, and we're waiting to see kind of how that turns out. There's a thought that there's gonna be a regional bug line, and it's possible that it has something to do with dung beetles. We know that Lechonk, and there's some sort of interaction between the new pig Pokemon and the bug Pokemon based on the description on the website. This is just a theory right now. And we're expecting Lechonk to evolve into a pig with some sort of makeup or mascara, something going on there as per the Riddler's rumors. We have Smoliv, who is going to evolve. We're assuming it's to be a 3-stage evolution and that it's going to be like a waifu Pokemon. Palmy, of course, one of the focal points of the last trailer, potentially evolving. A lot of thoughts that it's going to turn into an electric and fighting type. Not sure if there's a 3-stage, but we know of potential 2-stage. We've got a cool Fishmon, which we don't know anything about outside of the fact that there is a cool Fishmon. We know that there's a secondary bug line, and there's actually, I think, 3 or 4 bug lines, so a little bit to be determined there, but definitely something going on there. And then we've got the Collect Quest coin Pokemon, where we're assuming there's going to be an Objectmon based on a coin, and we're going to have to collect it like we did the Diglets or the Zygarde cells or whatever it is. And there's a chance that it evolves into a Mimic chest. That's kind of the thought, at least of the most recent rumors. There's a 3rd bug line, but we know that there's going to be a bug line based on kind of a Japanese type of bug, so we'll have to wait and see what that turns into, but we know that that exists, and they indicated that there. Then you've got the Hardcore Queen, which we just talked about in this video. We've got the reference to the frog that's either psychic or electric type based on kind of some of those riddles there. We've got the Husbando Mon, which I have no idea. Another one of those, and then potentially evolving into something similar to Incineroar is the thought. In terms of regional forms, we get some good stuff here. Dunsparce potentially getting an evolution based on a comment that Riddler had made to, I believe it was Matt Yukana, saying, hey, you know, keep an eye on Dunsparce. So there's some thoughts that it could be like a Dunboros here, like this guy. You've got the Wooper regional form. I think it's still a little bit to be determined whether it's a Wooper or Seismitoad or Whiscash. But the most recent thoughts are that it is Wooper. So Wooper getting a regional form or just a new evolution in general. You've got this lolly thing. Forget it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't use these terms in my daily life, so the fact that I'm saying them in these videos, I'm just reading the page here. We've got a regional form for Tauros, and then there in our last video we talked about regional fakes, right, and what that could mean for the franchise. And someone actually brought up a really cool point, how in Detective Pikachu they did actually have like GMO Pokemon, so it's really not that far-fetched, really. So the regional fakes for the Diglets and so on and so forth, and that's most of what we've got. You know, there's a couple other things here. The object Pokemon, maybe based on a clock. A Rockmon that the Riddler mentioned. You've got the Puppymon, which we're waiting to see about. You've got Koraidon and Miraidon, the legendary Pokemon. We'll have to wait and see. There's some thoughts there, and you know, just big props to SoulSilver for putting this together, really making it easy for us to look at, digest, break down, and really evaluate all the different riddles that we've gotten up to this point for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. That was a lot to unpack. If you guys didn't see the Nintendo Direct Mini, there wasn't anything for Pokemon related, so we didn't really mention it. But hopefully this video was awesome for you guys. Hit that like button down below if you enjoyed, and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. If you have any thoughts or comments or anything like that, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. But that's your update for the leaks, riddles, rumors, and everything else in the community right here, right now. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.